love that guy. So, folks, let's keep the comedy show going. We got a special treat. We have a comic that's on the road right now. He's coming in from L.A., right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's living in L.A. He started doing comedy here. He's been on a journey. He's actually filming his set for a documentary that he's shooting tonight. I want you guys to start clapping right now for a very good friend of mine. Thanks a lot for doing the very funny Trevor Harris.
Ow! Ow! How the fuck is everybody, man? Right on. So, I have cerebral palsy, and my genitals work. And, you know, it still kind of confuses me at 30 years old when people tell me to, like, get up here and break a leg, because I have CP, so technically one of my legs is already broken. And guys, I also have epilepsy, which means that I definitely need a chaperone to play video games. And a lot of people tell me, hey Trev, like, you need a girl that also has seizures. Like, dude, we couldn't watch movies together in that case. And speaking of that, all that shit, you know, gave me chronic pain. And I remember the very first time I tried to have sex, I had a huge flare-up. And my girlfriend was like, well, Trev, at least you were fire in the bedroom. And, you know, if it's not that, people just kind of like be coming up to me. They'll be like, hey, you kind of look like Jim Morrison to me. I'll be like, well, I appreciate that, but, I mean, I would look like Jim Morrison if he had a stroke. And, I mean, I don't know, man. I think Americans are just dicks, because I remember when I was in school, most of my bullies were girls, and I never really understood it. And they'd be like coming up to me, and I'd be like, hey, Trev, we got to talk to you. Like, really? Why? Well, we got a question. Is your cock paralyzed? No. Would you like to try it sometime? And they'd be like, actually, dude, we only date guys that know to tie their shoes. And here's where I get to the awesome part. This is going to be fun. So, you know, basically I became chronically ill, and my doctor was like, look, the only time you're out of chronic pain is when you're watching stand-up specials, so that's what I want you to do. Move to Austin, go for it. And I started here, I met Pat, and I remember the very first week I was on stage. This guy comes up to me, and he's like, Trev, I fucking hated you because you're awful. I mean, my brother's disabled. I just didn't like it. I'm like, okay. Next thing he says, he goes, why didn't you do any Holocaust jokes? Maybe because I'm a leprechaun? And he goes, no, that's not what I'm talking about. People like you were actually the inspiration for the gas chambers. You know what? You're absolutely right. So in that case, I wish right now that time travel were actually a thing so I could go back so I wouldn't have to hear this shit. Next week, guys, it was really weird because I don't want to call it a heckler, but she was looking at me, you know, and she's like, hey, if you're a girl, you'd be Merida. Thank you for the compliment. I get off stage, and this drunk fucking blonde chick comes up to me, and she's just pushing at me, you know, she's grabbing my genitals and everything, and seeing if they would work, and I guess they did, because I got an erection, so just to point that out. And I just want to let you guys know that Pat helped me on stage because he didn't want me to trip. So thanks, man.
Okay, Pat.
Yeah. And like sometimes people, when you have seizures, because they happen every few months or so, and I'll get these weird questions like, Trev, I appreciate that you're sending me pictures, telling me how you're doing and everything, but question, why do you look so baked in those pictures? Because you are. Fun fact, guys, during seizures, your brain goes up to like 600 hertz per second. So, if you ever need a taco heated up, I'm your man. And, you know, it's just been a hell of a journey, man, because I was in Vegas like a month ago, and how many of y'all in here have been in like triple digit heat?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So congratulate yourselves because this is one of the cities where it's hot enough to trigger a seizure.
Sweet.
I know, right? That's actually an accomplishment. And it's weird because, like, I was in Vegas a month ago or so, and I got questions from these people, and they're really empathetic. They're like, Trev, why aren't you at strip clubs? Because the excitement of a lap dance is actually one of my seizure triggers. And is it okay to say that I don't like people? Is that okay? Cool, right? Because I'll get these questions like, hey, after epilepsy, man, you ever watch Tremors? No, I watched Static Shock. In fact, my real parents are actually Static Shock and Storm. Yeah, there you go. And I was actually in Houston, and one of my buddies, he's like, Trev, you gotta have this, because, you know, I'm from Norway. It's called mead. Like, whoa, I can't drink. And he goes, no, you can drink this. And I drank it, and I lost 3 days. I lost more weight than I did after seizures. It's amazing. So you should try it if you're ever looking to diet.
Sweet.
Yeah, right? And I just want to let you guys know that it sounds like a lot of you guys drink to forget. Am I right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't drink because my seizures help me forget. Well, that's all I got, guys, because I got short-term memory loss. Y'all been great.
Hey.